Hey guys, Nobel here. As you can see based off of the title, we are finally doing a bookshelf tour. This is the top of the bookshelf. It's a little hard to show you the bookshelf like in a whole because of the couch right there. It might change, but at the moment that is the best option we have. So this is a picture I drew. It is of the United States, and I have shaded in the states my husband and I have been to together. We actually went out of the country, which I was planning on drawing down here, but I have not gotten to do that yet. So at the corners, I have a couple little candles, fake candles that I can turn on. I just kind of like the ambiance of it. This is a Harry Potter doll. I have a few wands. I have Luna Lovegoods. I have, this one is Sirius Black's wand. And this is, or the Elder's wand. This is a drawing I made of the Golden Snitch. I change it between that and a Lord of the Rings drawing I've made. And this is the arrows I have from my Katniss costume. They have actually been in a previous video. If you guys watched it, my November TBR, I would highly suggest watching it. So then we have, I already opened this side. I'm just gonna open the other side real quick to show you the rest of my book collection. Okay, both sides of my cabinet are open. So my top shelf, which I have petals on every shelf. It was just something from my wedding and I added it. I'm not sure if I will keep it or not. So for me, I have my series before my books that are not in a series. But honestly, my series are just from what I like, what I read a lot. There wasn't much of an order to it. I have the Harry Potter books. I have Percy Jackson series. I have the Maze Runner series, and this is 2 books from the Maze Runner that is it's actually like prequels before them. I have the Hunger Games series. This is the Land of Story series, which is a series that actually got me started reading. I really like the series. And that is the Narnia series. So that is my top shelf. I've read everything on the top shelf, most of the middle shelf, and some of the bottom shelf. Okay, this is The Hobbit. This is the whole Lord of the Rings series in one. This is a Walking with Frodo book. I've read all of those. I have the Aragon and Elvis. It is book 1 and 2 of the Aragon series. And this is The Fork, the Witch, and the Worm, which is like set a year after this. It's technically its own standalone, but it should be read with the rest, I think. Then I have the Gone series. And I've read all of these. I've actually read the whole series, but the other 2 I only listened to on audio book. I will plan to get them when I can. This is the Gone series. I've read all of these. Then we have the 100 series. I have 4 of them. As far as I know, they did not make more. And I've read all of these. I really like this series. I know it's also a TV show. I was not that into the show. I have the Twilight series. I have not read Breaking Dawn. Not a huge fan of Twilight books, but I do plan on still finishing the series, even though it wasn't my favorite. I have the Mortal Engine series. These 4, which I have read all 4 of these. I have, all the petals. I have these 2. It is the Lady Sherlock series. These are 5 and 6. I've read the 5th one. I will planning on reading the 6th one in the month of November. but I do not own the rest of the series, and I have not read the rest of the series. They work okay for standalones. I think it would be better if you read them in order, but since I own those, I'm not reading those in order because it's not a deal. It's just like maybe the side stuff or maybe some characters make more sense if you start from the beginning, but otherwise it's fine story-wise. Splatoon. I have the first 3. I enjoyed them for like a fun read. I would have to reread them to see if I want to get more of the books. They were a Christmas gift or a birthday gift from one of my sisters. I don't know if I will keep reading those. I'm going to reread those 3 at some point and see if I'm going to reread them. That is the second shelf. So on this shelf, there's only 2 books I've not read now. So we have the last shelf, which this will get into more books that I have not read. So this is the Bone series. It's 9 books. It's all in one, but it's 9 different books that they put into one. And I have read all of these. We have the, it's a series of A Twisted Tale. They are Disney stories that they change one thing in the plot and then it changes the whole book. So I've read Once Upon a Dream and I've read A Whole New World. I have listened to the Ariel one, the Mulan one, and I know I listened to another, the Rapunzel story. So I've listened to those 3 and I liked listening to them. Reading them, I felt like they were too long, like they should have been maybe 50 to 100 pages shorter just because it is a story you know. I would still rate them like a 3 because I see the interest. It just wasn't my thing. I've read these 2. I've not read As Old as Time and I don't know if I will. I'm leaving it for now. We will see. But it's definitely, I think it's good if it's what you like. It's just not really my style. I have The Outsiders, which I have read. Wonder, I've read The Tale of Despero. So this is all the series books I have. Where the Mountain Meets the Moon, The City of Ember, The Giver, The Jungle Book, which I've not read The Jungle Book. So these are both His Needs, Her Needs books, which I have read all of. We have The Scaling, which I've read. Life of Pi, which I am planning on reading in November. We have the Jane Austen Pride and Prejudice, which I have read. We have Through the Darkness. It's the one with the dragon on it. I have not read this book. I am not sure. I've been told I need to give it a chance, so I guess I will try, but I've not even attempted reading it, and I've owned it for a pretty long time. We have Harriet the Spy, Bud, Not Buddy, They Say I Say, The Once and Future King. I have The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, which I really want to get into. Still haven't. I have this kids book, which I don't know why I've kept. I should give it to the library whenever I go next, but it's The Paper Bag Princess. So I have that in here. I have a children's Bible, and then we have some books, some little books that I have. So I have The Power and Prosperity, Victory Over Death, which I've not read all of Power and Prosperity. I've read the rest of these. Tithing Today, And then we have these little books. I'm just going to spread them out. Have God Loves Me, Do Yourself No Harm, Faith and Patience, and How God Taught Me About Prosperity. So we have all those books. And then we have, it's the Land of Stories storybook, which I have read all of the stories in it. I was a little disappointed with it because, so it's just the stories, like fairy tale stories that you hear. I was hoping that it would be based off of the Land of Stories stories because they slightly changed them, and so I was a little sad that it wasn't. However, I do like the original stories, so I'm glad to have it still. And then I have God's Will to Heal book. And then I have this book, which I know is for a video game. I'm not sure which one. It's actually my husband's book that is in my bookshelf. Yeah. But that is my bookshelf tour. I am so excited next time I get more books to maybe rearrange my bookshelf, maybe find a more realistic order, because right now I just have them in books I've liked. Like, I don't have a necessary order. So maybe after I get some more books, we can do a video with me redoing my bookshelf, and hopefully I will be getting a new bookshelf soon because I don't have much more room for books. So if you'd like to see more videos, like, subscribe down below. If you have any suggestions of which books you want me to talk about, or which ones I should read, if there's certain books I haven't read that you liked, or if there's certain ones that I should own that I don't own that you think I should own, please comment down below, like and subscribe for more videos. Bye!